Today, I want to give you some very practical advice about binding and loosing. It's actually one of the most misunderstood lessons in the Bible. Jesus said, "Truly I say to you, whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven, and whatever you loose on earth will be loosed on heaven." So many people hear that verse and immediately think of like high-level spiritual warfare, things like that. Perhaps binding territorial spirits or releasing angels. But it's actually something far more practical. Let me explain from a story right here in Easter Island. So a couple of weeks ago, our chickens started getting out of hand. Now, we've had them for a long time, but little by little, they'd be making their way closer to the house and then inside the house. And before we knew it, we couldn't keep the doors open any longer. They'd come in, they'd go to the toilet in the house, they'd eat our food, and they'd even lay their eggs in the bookshelf sometimes. What started as friendly pets turned into a bit of a nightmare. We couldn't open doors, we couldn't leave our windows open. There was a mess everywhere, constant noise. And honestly, it created stress, frustration, and untidiness. If this was happening in some churches, people would say, hey, let's bind that spirit of stress, bind that spirit of tiredness, bind that spirit of frustration. But Jesus said, we don't go for the spiritual realm first. Jesus didn't say what you bind in heaven will be bound on earth. It starts on earth and moves its way to heaven. Binding and loosing is really something that we do in the natural day to day. So instead of praying against the spirit of tiredness, frustration, dirtiness, we simply built them a house. I built them a proper chicken house. We gave them food, water, safety, a roof over their heads. And guess what? They're happy. They're enjoying it. They love it. And most importantly, we have our peace back. So by binding them on earth, putting them where they belong, we have cut out all the spirits of frustration, dirtiness, and tiredness. It's amazing. If someone's gossiping or causing division in your house, don't just pray against the spirit of gossip and division. The Bible actually says in 1 Corinthians 5, if anyone claims to be a brother or a sister in the Lord, but is a gossiper, a fornicator, a slanderer, is greedy or an idolater, that we as Christians shouldn't actually have anything to do with them. And sometimes we need to set a boundary. If you're drowning in financial stress, don't just pray for miracle money. Make a budget. Pay off your debts as fast as possible. Stop going out to dinner all the time to these fancy places. Eat at home. Maybe even keep your own chickens and plant your own vegetables. Proverbs 21 says, "The plans of the diligent surely lead to abundance, but everyone who is hasty only comes to poverty." And if your home feels chaotic, maybe you need to look at who you're letting in. Build boundaries. Don't just let anyone come over to your house when they want. Build boundaries relationally, spiritually, and even physically, so your house can remain a sanctuary of peace. There's so much warfare in the Christian's life. Some of it can be dealt with so easily with a small conversation. An uncomfortable conversation, but a small conversation. Binding and loosing is not some mystical prayer language. It's not coming against the territorial spirits. It means taking authority in your life. What you let into your life in the physical will give access to the spiritual. And what you block in the physical will block in the spiritual. Take authority in your own life and make practical decisions. If someone is coming into your life and wreaking havoc, build a wall. Don't allow them back. Tell them they can only visit when you invite them. But do something. You have the authority. After those eggs, I think I've got to give them a treat. Let's go and give them some food. So let me ask you, what chickens are you allowing to run loose in your life today? What things are causing frustration, anxiety, dirtiness, and feelings of attack in your life? Maybe you've been praying a long time, you've been binding those spirits, but you need to make a practical step today that will release the peace of God on your life. What you bind on earth will be bound in heaven. You have the power. Jesus died and he went to the cross And he said, all authority has been given to me. Now go. Child of God, you've got the authority and the power to do what needs to be done. The scripture says, if you lack wisdom, ask God and he will give you wisdom. And then put that wisdom into action. Thanks for joining me today. If this video blessed you, please like and subscribe to the channel. We'll be coming at you from Easter Island on a weekly basis. God bless you. Love to hang out with you, and we'll see you in the next one.